Ready for medical career growth? Yes, you are in the right place. Hello, this is Dr. Neema Bish, BDS by degree and a pharma professional. As a founder of Career in Pharma, our mission is to guide medical professionals towards remarkable success in the pharma industry. With a track record of over 700 plus students trained and placed into various premier pharma companies, we are here to elevate your journey. Once again, I welcome you all to Career in Pharma. Now, in today's video, I'm going to explain you what is the difference between medical coding and the clinical coding, the medical coding which we do in pharma industry. So, this is a very common query we get from our viewers, our audience. They think that medical coding and the clinical coding which we do inside pharma industry is same. So there is a coding which happens in pharma sector as well, and there is a coding which happens in medical coding sector also, which is entirely different. Yes, so let's begin with this video. Now see, medical coding is entirely different sector, and the clinical coding, medical coding which happens in pharma sector is totally different. So let me give you a little brief about medical coding, and then I will come to the coding which happens inside pharma sector. Now, medical coding is, these are the alphanumeric codes. Okay, medical codes are the alphanumeric codes where they assign codes for diseases, diagnostic procedures, and many other things. Now, why they are assigning codes? So that a universal way of thing can be applied, so that there should be a uniformity. Okay, means if there is no universal codes, then definitely it going to create a lot of confusion, right? So medical coding, which is related to medical insurance sectors, I can say that it is an entire revenue cycle management, RCM we call as to which the medical coding is related. So medical coding is more related to medical insurance, medical billing, and RCM industry. RCM, that is revenue cycle management, yeah, where the medical billing happens. So whenever any patient is coming to hospital, there are many medical bills, right? So those are medical bills, and depending on if the patient is having medical insurance or not, those reports are going to to a medical insurance team. Yes, that's how any medical insurance company will be able to accept or deny the claim which patient is putting on the medical insurance company for his or her medical expenses, medical bill, right? So for example, कि कोई पेशेंट एक हॉस्पिटल में गया जिसके पास मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस है, ओके, that person is having medical insurance of any company, let's say Mediclaim, TPA, all these are medical insurance companies. Bajaj Alliance, okay, nowadays we have ICI Lombard, all these are medical insurance companies. Okay, means these companies provide medical insurance facilities to patient. अब इस मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस फैसिलिटी में क्या होता है, देयर आर मेनी प्रोसीजर्स, hospitalization, in few cases many lab tests or one day procedure also are involved, जिसके लिए the patient can claim money or ask to insurance company to pay that thing to the hospital. So let's say कोई एक patient है जिसको for example they want to get operation of gallbladder, okay, or maybe any other surgery, whatever, let's say it's an hernia surgery, and they the patient को hospitalize भी होना है और patient के पास medical insurance भी है. तो होता क्या है इस medical insurance में, आपको कुछ पार्ट पे करना होता है एज अ पेशेंट, बहुत ही नॉमिनल सा आपको अपनी जेब से पे करना होता है, रेस्ट हॉस्पिटल को मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी देती है, ठीक है? तो इसको हम बोलते हैं को पेमेंट, राइट? थोड़ा आपने दिया एंड रेस्ट योर मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी इज गोइंग टू टेक केयर. और वो मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी क्यों टेक केयर करेगी? क्योंकि आप उसको एक प्रीमियम पे कर रहे हैं, राइट? इधर मंथली और एनुअल, व्हाटएवर इज there as per your medical insurance company. So आप जब hospital में गए and there is a planned surgery for gallbladder, you need hospitalization. So you just have to inform the hospital that you have this medical insurance with you, and then hospital will contact them and they will get all the documentation done on your behalf, and that's how the medical insurance company is going to release the funds to the hospital. Okay, जो भी आपका treatment हुआ है उसके लिए. But before they release this funds to the hospital, now the medical insurance team has to go through your report, and इस process में जो भी आपकी diagnosis होती है, जो भी procedure होता है, उनको कुछ codes assign किए जाते हैं जो कि alpha numeric codes होते हैं. These are known as medical codes, and this is called as medical coding, जो कि pharma company में होने वाली coding से totally different है. Okay, so don't get confused कि भाई ये मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस वाली मेडिकल कोडिंग क्या है, फार्मा वाली मेडिकल कोडिंग क्या है, राइट? सो दिस इज द मेडिकल कोडिंग वेयर द एसोसिएट्स एट द बैक एंड who going to give report to medical insurance company, and वहां पे वो लोग क्या करते हैं, डायग्नोस्टिक प्रोसीजर्स को कोड असाइन करते हैं, या जो भी प्रोसीजर आपके अंदर हुआ है जिसके लिए आप एडमिट है हॉस्पिटल में, उसको कुछ codes they will going to provide, and every code has a different price. Okay, so based on that code, what the medical coder is going to assign after going through your report, the medical insurance team is going to release that fund. Okay, so I hope now it's clear what is medical coding. Now I'm going to talk about the medical coding which happens inside pharma industry. So this is totally different coding. Now inside pharma industry, what happens, we use softwares. Okay, we use database for patient details. So to enter the patient data, we use software that we call as database also, and उस database के अंदर जो भी patient के medical history होती है, surgical histories होती हैं, जो भी patient को adverse event हुआ है, even lab data, all these things we do entry in that database and we assign codes. Okay, so that is inbuilt in that database for every adverse event or lab data or surgical procedure or medical history. Even for drug, there is coding dictionaries. We call that as coding dictionaries. So like we have Medra, we have WHO drug dictionary, we have company product dictionary, जिसकी help से we do code drugs as well as we do code diagnosis, disease, adverse event, lab data, surgical history, medical history. So again, this coding is also for harmonization and uniformity, so that अगर उस database में any person sitting in US or India, if they put that adverse event or disease in that system in database, they are going to give the same code to both the persons. So to have this uniformity, harmonization across the globe among all the pharma companies, among CRO, we are doing this coding. So this coding is very different. Okay, so don't be confused. जो मेडिकल कोडिंग में कोडिंग हो रही है, वहां पे हम लोग CPT एंड ICD वो कोड्स लगाते हैं, जिसपे बहुत लंबा एक ये होता है, बहुत सारी बुक्स होती हैं इसके लिए. एंड जो कोडिंग हम लोग फार्मा में इंडस्ट्री में यूज करते हैं, दैट इज वेरी स्मॉल, नॉट सो वास्ट, विच इज यूज्ड इन मेडिकल कोडिंग, एंड वी हैव इनबिल्ट कोड्स इन अवर डेटाबेस. यस, so this is the difference between the medical coding and the clinical coding, and medical coding happens inside pharma sector. I hope you got clarity between these coding, and I hope there is no confusion at all now. But still, if you have any doubt, please feel free to comment in the chat box below, in the comment section below, if you still don't have any clarity or if you don't get the point. Okay, whatever doubt you have, please feel free to add in the comment section below. And I hope this video gave you clarity between these coding which we discussed in this video. Yes, so if you really like this content, if really your doubt get cleared, so then don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit a like button. Yes, so I will be coming soon with some next fresh video, fresh topic. Till the time I come again, till that time, please stay safe, aware, healthy, updated, and keep exploring new things. Have a nice day.